Hey, how's it going everyone? Bo here from BZ Hub. You know, one thing I've been hearing a lot lately is that, yes, we're excited for the M1 Garand, M1 Iwaniec to be added into the game, but I wish the recoil was more realistic. The recoil seems way off. I've shot one before. It's way off from what it is. Hopefully, after this video, we can just put this to rest, okay? Because I just want to... I've done a little bit of, you know, science, and so I'm hoping that I can put a lot of your fears away here. Let's go ahead and pull up the ECKERS 30-06 Prestige so you can see the skills, or not the skills, but the statistics there. Basically, what we're looking at is that the ECKERS has an accuracy of 35, recoil of 80, reload speed of 49, and hip shot of 50 with 4 rounds, okay? This is pretty good. And I'll bring out my note card here because I planned ahead. The Iwaniec, the M1, has an accuracy of 35, a recoil of 82, and then a reload speed of 49 and a hip shot of 50. So you can see very similar to the ECKERS. So if you enjoy using the ECKERS, if you don't think that it has very much recoil, then I have to say the M1 is probably going to be very similar to you, except now there's no bolt action. And once we get into the shooting, you'll realize what that really means. I will say though, if we're talking about recoil of 82, if we just go up to the 7mm Regent Magnum, this does have a recoil of 82. So you'll be able to see when we're shooting, first of all, without a scope on, and then with a scope on, how much of a difference those 2 extra points of recoil are going to make. And then we'll look at a real life example of an M1 just to see what do we think, real life versus the game. Obviously it's a game, but come on, I mean, let's look at real life as well. And we have a pretty cool figure for showing us how that works as well. So here we go. Let's look at the game here. We have the ECKERS 30-06 in our hands right now. Let's just go ahead and use the iron sights on this Puma here. Okay. 4 shots, that would have emptied the magazine there. Did you notice much about the recoil? Did the recoil seem that big of a deal? Could you imagine, without the bolt action, how many animals you could have taken down with just that amount of recoil? Now this is 80, of course, not speaking 82. I know those 2 extra points probably mean the world. Let's add the scope in here, fully zoomed in 4:8. So we're at 8 magnification right now. Would have emptied the magazine. You can see my last shot there just above the 10 point. So yeah, recoil terrible at 80. Oh, it's gonna be horrible, the recoil on this, but of course the 2 extra points. Let's take a look at the 7mm Magnum now. Of course, this is the break open break action, whatever you want to say, single shot 7mm. So we're not gonna be able to see the full effects of, and I hate this sight here. Well, let's just throw a shot in there. Did we notice much about the recoil? It brought us out, but at the same time, it's forcing us to get out of it because we have to reload the weapon, so it's part of the animation, really. So let's add a scope on here, fully zoomed in. Let's see what the recoil is like. Ooh. We'll have to do a slow motion of these as well so we can see how much the recoil really plays an effect. And a side-by-side comparison would also be kind of cool. So we can see kind of the difference between the 7mm versus the 30-06, 80 versus 82 recoil there. Tell you what, I honestly don't think there's too much, you know, hubbubaloo, whatever you want to say. I will say that I do have something fun here, just to try something different. Screen 2 here, check this guy out. I don't know if any of you know, I'm immediately gonna lose all revenue on this video. Hickok's gonna steal everything. No, but let's take a look at Hickok 45 here. I'm sure a lot of you know who this old guy is. And you know, Hickok's got some age to him. I'll say this, but let's take a look at the M1 here. Look at that recoil there. And he's, of course, using the iron sights there, and he's just kind of, you know, shooting. It's not like he's in a competition. He's really holding it down to control the recoil or anything. But just to give an idea of the recoil there, I think that's a pretty pretty darn good example. And just to give you another little thought bubble here, as much as I love TK, and I mean, I did a personal message to him in the stream review, this last stream, just it's so much nicer to have TK leading the streams, but I really think he was pulling his shots. It's a weird thing to think about in a video game, but I think he was pulling his shots. I think he was letting the recoil get the best of him, and I don't think he was doing very good following up with them, and I think the recoil of the M1 in the stream was a bit dramatic. This is, of course, all going off the rating of the recoil there. There could possibly be something where they put 82 as the M1, but for some reason it's really 94 or 96 or something crazy that they'll eventually need to fix if they want it to be identical with the 7mm. But currently all we've got is the stream with TK and my gameplay to go off of. Alright, so back to the game now. Of course, we have the 30-06 again, just to show, you know, what you could picture here. Are we going to see much? Do we think the recoil is going to be pretty similar to this? Yes, we do. Is 2 points really going to make that much of a difference? No, not really. Was the recoil of even this ECKERS at 80 points versus 82 points, was it similar to Hickok shooting in the video? I want to say yes. I want to say we probably had 2 inches of climb with the end of the barrel there, and in Hickok's video we had something very similar. So hopefully this puts all of you at ease, or maybe you'll just not trust me and just dislike the video and all that, because I did a horrible job breaking this down for you. But I'm really hoping that everyone is excited as I am. You know, I'm probably not going to use it all that much. I love using bolt action rifles. I'll probably keep using bolt action rifles, but you know, whenever I'm bored I might switch to the M1. Who knows? It's gonna tear up Quattro Colinas is all I'm saying. If you enjoy hunting in Quattro Colinas, the M1 is going to destroy Quattro Colinas, so you better have some tripods set up. But anyway, that's gonna end it for me. I hope you all enjoyed the video. Like and subscribe if you would. We stream Monday, Wednesday, sometimes Friday, 7:30 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. and that's gonna do it. As always, everyone, keep hunting, never stop.